Hello, greetings from Pushdu Sahrawi refugee camp here in Algeria. The humanitarian system today is overwhelmed with rising needs in a world racked by crises. Here in Pushdu, humanitarian conditions for the Sahrawi people are extremely difficult, especially since the severe floods at the end of 2015. Yet, in spite of the continued need and rising need, donors are increasingly turning away. Bilateral contributions have declined by more than 30% since 2012. Sahrawi youth, who make up 60% of the people in these camps, are at risk of becoming a lost generation, denied the prospect of a life of dignity beyond these camps. Whether you talk about the Syrian crisis that is in the media every day, or whether you're talking about a forgotten crisis such as this one of the Sahrawi people of Western Sahara, ultimately what we need is political leadership. World leaders have to genuinely address the causes of the crisis. We know too well that humanitarian crises are caused by political factors beyond humanitarian agencies' control. So ultimately, world leaders must prioritize leadership to address the causes of the crisis. The demand for aid will keep rising, and millions of people will continue to flee their homes and struggle for survival in search of a safe and dignified life if we don't tackle the crisis, if we don't tackle the root causes. Political leadership means preventing and resolving conflicts, not initiating them and not prolonging them and not failing to resolve them. It also means that governments must provide adequate protection and support to the people who are trapped in conflicts and disasters. And of course, it means tackling climate change. Here, in the refugee camps, Sahrawi people have managed to survive for the last 40 years, thanks to the help of the international community, but most of all to their own well-organized local responses. The local authorities here have established within the camps a number of basic services that are important for their survival. I've found here schools, training centers, and clinics. But all these services really lack human and financial resources. They are struggling. I'm proud that Oxfam is here and has been here for 40 years, working with local people as partners and ensuring that the local partners themselves have the resources and the power to make decisions for themselves. We must, all of us in the humanitarian system, must strengthen the local capacity systems. And we must do this over multi-year time frames and truly commit to investing in people themselves, local organizations, making them sustainable and able to transform their own situations. This is the only way that we can transform conflict. The World Humanitarian Summit is our chance to start fixing humanitarian crises. As I said, world leaders must show leadership. You must come to Istanbul. This is about world leaders coming together to solve political problems. Concrete action is needed, not lip service. The summit is the greatest legacy that world leaders could leave to prevent and end our current crisis and tackle the vulnerabilities that people face. Being here in the Sahrawi camps has really highlighted to me the opportunity of the World Humanitarian Summit in May. We have an opportunity, let's not squander it. Oxfam believes that world leaders should all be here and make strong commitments for action so that the Secretary Generals agenda for humanity comes into reality. Thank you very much.